3 in the morning, you have the career, the family, the life that looks, on paper, like winning. So why does it feel like nothing? 4,000 years ago, men asked the exact same question, and they hid the answer inside a story about an eagle. This story is about you. This is the Garuda Chronicles. 4 episodes, 1 ancient story, and the answer to the question that wakes you in the dark. It begins with a name carved in stone. Before your country had a name, there is a suffering you cannot see from the outside. It lives in the man with the career, the family, the life that on paper is success, and still wakes up wondering what it is all for. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived 4 Nazi camps, gave it a name: the existential vacuum. Not poverty of the wallet, poverty of purpose. And it is the most common quiet epidemic among men who have everything. In the old cosmology of India, a divine eagle was born into exactly this condition. Not into failure, into a world that had an assignment for him, a sacred purpose they called Dharma, and had placed one impossible obstacle between him and it. His name was Garuda, destined to be king of all birds, the wings of the god who preserves the world. But first, he had to do the one thing that could not be done. His mother, Vinyata, had made a mistake, the kind proud, intelligent people make when they are absolutely certain they are right. She gambled on the color of a divine horse, and she was wrong. In their world, a lost bet was not embarrassment. It was total subjugation. She became a slave, not through violence, through one moment of overconfidence. And Garuda drew his first breath in a world where his mother already wore chains. He went to the serpents who held her and asked the price of her freedom. Their answer was built to end the conversation. They wanted the Amrit, the nectar of immortality, locked inside heaven itself, guarded by a wall of fire, a spinning wheel of blades, and 2 serpents whose gaze turns the living to stone. There is a name for what the brain does in front of a goal this large: learned helplessness. It quits before it starts. Garuda did the opposite. Viktor Frankl, who watched men die and men endure in the same camp, wrote one sentence neuroscientists are still proving today: he who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Garuda had a why so clear, so absolute, so deep inside who he was, that the impossibility of the how became secondary information. He did not become brave, he became focused. And focus, it turns out, is neurologically almost indistinguishable from courage. Garuda knows his why. He is in flight. And ahead of him, 3 obstacles, not placed there to stop him with power, but with something far more dangerous than power. Each one is a mirror, and what each mirror shows him will decide how far a man can actually go. Episode 2, Through Fire and Blades. Subscribe, it drops next week. Because the question that woke you at 3 in the morning, we are only 1/4 of the way.